Welcome to the 2019 QUAFL Grand Final.
So this year's Grand Final is being played by the Melbourne Manticores and the Melbourne University Muggles. We've got an all-Victorian Grand Final here. Very surprising considering only 4 Victorian teams came up and out of the 20 teams here. So we're about to start. Our head ref is Natalie Asterlosh. Our snitch will be Damien Osborne.
Manticores here have a lot of borrowed players, so they're fielding a very strong side.
Yeah, the Manticores having combined with the Whomping Willows for this tournament. So a lot of players who've been representing the national team, the Drop Bears, have represented Victoria, Leadbeaters at state.
That's really disappointing. And we're up. QUAFL goes to the Manties.
But Bludgers to Muggles.
Cal Mailing now with the QUAFL. Back from retirement, walking it upfield. There's a bit of dust in the air. We've had a lot of issues with the ash and the dust today.
Yeah, yesterday it was all the ash from the smoke, and today it's been all the dust from the dryness. We haven't had a lot of rain here in Sydney. Mailing going very slow up the field.
Everyone's just staring at each other. Big battle for the
Waiting for the bludger play. Mailing gets an opening, drives and misses.
I think called no good for a beat before. Muggles managed to maintain bludgers.
Yeah.
Press up hard.
Yep.
Like, my legs are not terrible.
Nathan Morton chasing. Interesting choice.
Humble brag.
Yeah, very strong beaters on the Manticores though. Oh, excellent pass and intercept though.
Beautiful work. Bludgers now with the Manticores.
Yep.
No bludgers in the Muggle defense.
Oh, becoming
Cal
a
Mailing.
very quick fast-paced game.
Oh, and he gets the pass off. Beautiful work.
Yeah, excellent goal there by Emily Mary, being in the right position to get that pass from Callum Mailing.
Dan knew he had to come way forward to stop the mailman, but Emily Mary was behind him. A lot of drop bears on this field, especially on the Manticore line.
Not surprising though, given that the Whomping Willows and the Manticores have given a lot of players to the drop bears over the years.
And I think a lot of future drop bears as well.
Yeah, there's some very, very good players on field now, all who could be future drop bears.
Missed beat from the Muggles. Oh, and they taken out. Bludger control stays with the Manticores. Jess Cooper gets taken out. Manticores recover comfortably.
Yeah, very defensive game here from both teams really. Forcing teams to take long shots essentially to try and score.
And I think we're going to see the same pace of play where we pause. The beaters all have their Wild West standoff, and then everything gets hectic.
Yeah. Alright.
The Manticores here with their mango chant.
Yeah, beater play starting.
Ant gets taken out, but he maintains control with the napalm. Pass goes on to Cass, it fumbles.
Bit of a fumble there, but gets beat out there, so
Ed picks it.
again, just good defense there from the Muggles. Slow advancement up the field from the Muggles here. So they're going to wait to see what bludger play can be done here to see if they can get an opening, maybe do a drive or dish around the hoops.
And Ant and Dean is a really interesting combination. Dean, of course, back from retirement to play QUAFL. Trades with Sam. Does not trade with Sam, just gets beaten out. Ed goes for the shot. He makes the shot.
Gets the shot. Excellent play there from the Muggles. Oh, we got a brooms down here. I believe Harry Jones, one of the assistant refs, put his hand up.
Referee Clem Rounds there making a call. I love the citizen refs.
So
Through the hoop. These ones.
So sideline call here from the spectators is that it was a goal. Would depend. I think whether it was a beat before call, I think is what the debate might be. We'll see what happens. Nat going over. Walking over to Mailing there.
Mailing's surprised.
Yeah, I think a lot of the Manticores players are surprised here.
Mailing's not happy either.
Yeah. Not sure what's happening, but I think it's just been a warning, I think. There,
Smiling?
the goal is good.
You're right.
Maybe it was a bit of pedantry. We're back from brooms up now. No call was made. Ant running down the left side, hiding his ball.
Gets beat by Sam Patrick.
Beautiful work from Matt Appleby there to clean up.
Oh,
No
the
goal.
pass from Malin going well behind the hoops. That was an excellent beater play there by the Muggles.
Good
Sam
defense.
Patrick getting a good beat on Ant.
Your head in that phone, mate. Don't lie to me.
Bludger play already happening up behind the Manticores hoops.
Oh, and Dean's going to push Matt out of field. He doesn't manage
Oh,
to.
not. Oh, no, the call.
Oh, he's getting called. He's called on it. He's called on it. Beautiful work from Dean, making use of the rule that he wasn't around for. Love it. Love it.
Oh, Malin is stealing the ball there.
Oh, Matt Appleby gets
drive
stripped.
up the field.
It's taken out.
Good pressure, Muggles!
Ed up high to counter the mailman. You really need someone like Ed dedicated for him.
Very much so.
And Ed hasn't crossed over to take the new point. He's staying in front of Mailing, leaving Dan Lean, the keeper, to man up Morton.
Yep. Oh.
Nick Allen now on. He's going for the napalm. He can't get past Matt Appleby.
Oh,
The
and
hoop goes
takes
down.
out the hoop in the process. Good
Smother the
deep
ball.
flick there.
Miss Cal.
Oh,
Cass picks it up though.
Go on.
Big pass off to Mailing.
oh, Mailing
it out.
though. Yep. Morton getting beat out there. So QUAFL they're going to the Muggles. That was excellent defense.
And Mary almost getting the tap, but Sam on top of it with the behind attack.
Yeah, it was excellent full defensive play from the whole team.
Such a good play. Such a good defense. And great offense. Tenacious offense from the Manticores.
Yeah, well, very good hustle there from trying to see every option they could to get the goal there. So Muggles here trying to see if they can do the same thing.
Big old trade.
Ed driving through.
And Ed takes it.
Oh, Broom's down again.
Leave the ball, Matt. Leave the ball.
I think, yeah, Natalie Osterblot's just checking with the two ARs that were on that side of the field that it was a goal. So QUAFL will be returned to Cal Mailing.
Good old goal, Brooms down. And we're back, just checking that the goal was good. Bludgers with the Manticores right now. Nick Allen and Dean Rodhouse on together. And this is a chaser lineup and a half. This is a proper old school Manticore chaser lineup. Emily Mary, Cass Menkhorst, Callum Mailing, and Jack Emerton. Love it.
Oh.
As well as Dean in beating.
Oh, very strong line.
Oh, nostalgia. Dean making the play. He gets beat out. Unsuccessful napalm.
Yeah,
Cal sees no opportunity.
Cal waiting to see what opportunities get made for any sort of play. But Sam Patrick there as a beater putting so much pressure on them that he's only really been able to force the pass to Cassie.
Good move, good withdrawal though from there. Nick Allen racing downfield. Jack Emerson dismounted for some reason. And the Muggles are all very happy about it. And of course all the Mudbloods as well, clapping in unison with the Muggles.
Yeah, Nat Aslock telling him to advance the ball. Oh, the shot from Cal Mailing going slightly over the hoop.
Emily Mary going to apply the pressure, keep the ball busy.
Oh. Good turtle there though, making sure that the ball goes back.
Dodger control remains with the Manticores.
A lot of talk between the players and the refs. They're really trying to make sure they're clarifying what a lot of the rules are. I think almost every referee on this match is from New South Wales.
Oh, interesting. That is interesting.
So I think it's just a
That's a conscious choice
clarification.
then.
Yeah, it's very conscious. Very good idea.
And a Queenslander.
I think it's a very good idea having the refs come from other states.
Oh,
Oh, Danlin, getting beat there by Dean Rodhouse. Mailing is getting the opportunity to drive. Oh, gets the shot off.
Mailing
Takes
somersaults
out a
off his broom and just sits there crouched.
Yeah,
There
Broom's
he
down.
goes.
Not
He
sure
thought
what
there was
the
gonna be a
Broom's
call.
down is. The goal is definitely, I would say, good. Question will be, what's the call here? Or did he perhaps take out the hoop before he scored the goal? Oh, the goal being called no good, said he took out the hoop before he scored it.
Oh, and his teammate Cass Menkhorst is the one calling to him, and you can feel that he knew it when he landed. Unfortunate, because that was an easy.
Yeah, so
10 points lost.
QUAFL returning to the Muggles here.
I should say it's a for sure 10 points lost. You worked hard for it.
Yeah, the score is currently 20-10. Fairly low scoring, but is definitely showing how defensive this match is. Neither team's really wanting to take any risks to try and get ahead.
I don't think the Muggle beaters have subbed yet, which is really interesting. The Manticores have subbed about 3 times already.
I don't think that.
You haven't seen Zach on.
I don't see Zach hasn't come on, and I don't believe either
or Hannah.
Sam has come off yet. So
Yeah.
very slow passing game here from Muggles, making sure they're still passing, but not going over that halfway line. The
and gets
shot
hand to
getting
it.
intercepted by Cal.
No luck.
Cal driving up the field.
Napalm coming in from Alan. He gets the strong grab. The pass goes off.
Good intercept. Dan
Hogan has 3 balls at his feet.
3 bludges with Dan Hogan. So he's really got to try. The
And a
pass
fumble.
getting fumbled.
Oh!
Yes.
Emily Mary
pulling the ball from inches from the hoop.
Yeah, ball carrying it all the way up into the offensive half and then passing off to Cal Mailing.
Beautiful work. Manticores with another sub. Emmanuel Berkowitz coming on now. Anthony Hogan's going forward with the press to Napalm. Gets knocked out easily, but there's no bludgers now for the Muggles.
Fumble by Emily Mary.
She gets the ball out. and Mailing gets
Good
knocked
beat
out.
from Kilpatrick though.
And there's some advantage
Muggle
calls. And that'll be for the contact from Dan on Mary, I reckon. We're going to call that as a push down.
Yeah, it did look like it was very much kind of like shouldering, kind of like forearm into the ground, like into her back there to keep her down. So potentially going to be called as a loss of advantage. So there'll be a QUAFL turnover to the Manticores if that is the case.
I believe, I don't know, I'm not sure how to call that. He seemed to come in, he got his hand beside her, but he was behind her, and then he pushed her sideways, which is a contact from behind, arguably.
And play where the QUAFL player is already on the ground and kind of already has your back to it, or is contentious to kind of call. No call being made.
I did love her excellent roll, though. We're back now, no call made there. Just a question around contact in the last play. And goes to make the plays, called back immediately.
Sam Kilpatrick finally
something off. And Hannah Jackson coming on now with
another excellent player.
Yes, definitely. I haven't seen Hannah and Appleby play together. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, I'm sure they're playing together plenty of.
Yeah, and they've probably been training for this kind of situation as well. So Manticore setting up a very, very tight defense here, not providing any options.
Jackson not able to get any advantage over the Manticore beaters, but also not taken out yet. Some tricky plays. And the bludger slack.
Excellent there from Ann Hogan.
Knocking the QUAFL out of the goals.
Yeah, bludger being thrown back towards the Muggles there, but
And here's the
Mailing
rundown.
driving up the field.
No beaters now.
Past Emily Mary, and she.
And Emily Mary gets the goal but dismounts.
But the goal is called good.
They've called it good.
So score is now 20-all. There have been a decent number of disallowed goals though so far.
Every inch here is very hard fought. And it's just so interesting because a lot of the goals, some of the goals are sometimes they fight so hard and they don't get a goal.
Yeah.
Other times it's just someone on the field, one person on the field makes a tiny mistake, and then that lets it easy, or looks easy, looks effortless with the goal. Matt Tingate now on, a new pickup for the Willows, and as such a new pickup for the Manticores. And a nice shot.
The shot there. I believe that was Ed Benet there.
And it looks like the Manticores are going to lose their bludgers as well.
Yeah, they've lost bludger control as well, so excellent play there from the Muggles, getting bludger control and a goal there. So the score is now 30-20 to the Muggles.
Berkowitz starting off for Gertler. Nicola Gertler working with Anthony Van Hogen. And Morton as well coming on.
Go, Nickers!
The commentary here from the commentators is
Side.
very lovely. Yeah, oh, excellent.
Dan fumbles a kick.
Fumbles a kick, but gets the ball there, so...
Almost kicks in danger against his own player.
Yeah, I believe that was a very good intercept, though, there from Jess Cooper. Like, the pass there from Ed, just easily intercepted and kind of passed on to...
Oh, and the Muggles are fumbling their subs. They subbed while dismounted. Or they dismounted while they subbed, rather.
Yep, so being told to redo it again, Sam Kilpatrick back on the field.
With Zach Giofcu, Kilpatrick and Giofcu, timeless beater pair of the Muggles. I'm sure they'll cause some damage here, especially with blood control.
Oh.
Unfortunately, the pass goes right.
Yeah, and a good beat there from Ann Hogan. So very tight defense from both teams here.
Mailing as well hasn't subbed off the whole game. Emily Mary, I think, has been playing the whole time. We have now, of course, Morton and Tingate going wide. I love seeing Morton in a chaser role, in a wing chaser role. Not where you usually see him put.
No, he's usually very much a driver or a lateral passing option.
I feel like he'd be best suited for wing, but he just never can because he's so good at the other roles.
Oh, and Hogan is deciding to beat Ed being in keeper zone, so getting the immunity. Very much staying marked on Mailing, but not taking any steps outside the keeper zone.
And those Manticore beaters just looking for an opening. Muggle beaters behind the hoops.
Oh, no goal
Wild
there.
shot.
Wild
It looks
shot.
like it might hit the back boundary, which would be... Oh, and he keeps it in!
He kept it in.
Keeps it in!
Very,
Incredible.
Very lucky there.
Of course, that would have been a Muggle inbounding ball on the Manticore hoop side.
Yeah. So super lucky there from coming. Oh, the
but
shot
he might with the
going
wild shot.
very far off though. Excellent play there from Callum Mailing, just sprinting up the field
Excellent
to stop it going
sprint.
out there.
Ball being inbounded now by Andre Kuhn. As well on the Muggle field, we have Izzy Wright and Manny Fitzgerald, as well as Dan Lean, the keeper, and of course Kilpatrick and Gulfview, the beaters. Pressing in low. Manticore beaters compressing a little bit. Kilpatrick's eyeing up Ann. He takes the shot, but Ann!
Again, Ann with the deflect.
And what a wow.
Twice now in the one game, but there have been quite a lot of instances over the weekend where teams have done that.
Yeah. What's more impressive? More impressive than twice in one game. More impressive to me is 2 out of 2 attempts. That's it's a very hard move to make.
Very true there.
And Cal Mailing now subbing off for Andrew Hull. Andrew Hull, Nathan Morton, Matt Tingate, and I can't quite see who their fourth chaser is, but they're all Willows now. So they've put on a Willow chaser line. And Morton finds the hole, and he sinks it.
I believe it's called no goal.
No
Beat
good.
before.
Unlucky.
Oh, we got the brooms down though, as I think they're trying to figure out was it beat before.
And besides, out of shot a little bit, apologies. But
Yeah.
Sam Kilpatrick re-entering the field incorrectly at the wrong point and having to go back through it.
I think a lot of reps here are kind of like, yes, it did go in, but was it beat before? So spectators getting in on this discussion as well. So yeah, goal is good. So score is now 30-all. Team list would be very good right now from New South Wales, and I don't know a lot of these people.
Just the brooms down there was free. Check on the goal. It has now been called good. And now Dan Lean coming up slowly. He's very far back. Zach looking to find openings. Gets beat on Nicola.
Zach just dominating the beater play there.
But Andrew
Andrew Hull.
He gets the ball off, and it goes to Tingate.
Goes to Tingate. Tingate just turtles.
That's it.
Excellent defense there from the Manticores. Or as a lot of people this weekend have been calling them the Willow Claws or the Mantilows.
The Mantilows. I love the Mantilows.
A lot of support from Matthew TJ from the sideline.
And Andrew Hull with the full body fakes. And now he backs away off.
Seekers are being called.
30 all and the Seekers are being called.
This is going to be an intense match once it becomes snitch on pitch.
Oh, and Nicola with the rush, but the beat doesn't land.
Oh!
And here's the drive.
Oh! Here is...
Andrew Hull's going to get in. Oh, a big fall. But Dan Lynn's going to pick it up. Hull doesn't have the hand. And he scores.
Dan Lynn's getting the goal there. Oh, but we have...
And there's the brooms down. That we all
lots of
expected.
brooms down's been called. I think this is the correct choice to have call of brooms down for this decision, though.
Yes.
As I think the question will be, I think whether was the contact from Andrew Hull legal? Was it a trip? Was it just accidental?
Goal stands.
If this is a penalty from, if this is a
Andrew and he stays on pitch.
yeah, if this is a card for tripping, it will be just a yellow and just stays on pitch.
Every time.
Yep. So Andrew Hull getting a yellow card there for tripping, the contact on Ed there. Gets to stay on pitch though because the goal is still being called good. So the score is now 40-30. We're about to have snitch on pitch start.
We're back on now. The goal there called good, and Andrew Hull given a yellow card for tripping.
We apologise if the audio on this is a little bit like out of whack. Maybe you can't hear us too good. There's been a lot of wind, a lot of dust in the air.
Bushfires are happening in Sydney here, in lovely Minto. The state is on fire. Cass coming up now in beating, pushing Sam Kirkpatrick out, not pressing too much. Dean getting beat out though, and Cass. Manticores have no beaters.
Beating there, oh.
And
But Morden with the ball, Sam there with the bludger though, beating out Morden. Maddie Elliott though with the QUAFL shot going over
shot.
the hoops though. Ed's letting it go out of the hard boundary though. And we have snitch on pitch. So Damien Osborne is now on the pitch.
Drew, you have my car keys because you went to the car to get your code. Where are my car keys?
So Muggles here probably going to try and slow down the play as much as they can.
Yeah, the game has been so slow so far that it's going to be hard to play QUAFL. To try and pull out of range. Of course, as soon as the snitch comes on pitch, beaters are going to change completely and the game's going to completely change.
Especially for the team that has bludger control. Oh,
Beautiful fake.
fakes there from Ed. Oh,
No goal.
good intercept.
Oh, Maddie Elliott in the way. Beautiful
Excellent
intercept.
defense there from Maddie Elliott. And we got everyone counting down.
And the Manticores
And they're
want to
off.
push here.
And
The Seekers are in.
Seekers are in. Emmanuel Bergowitz, the Seeker full, and Manticores immediately getting beat out. But it looks like we're about to have every bit of beater play put on the snitch.
And Bergowitz is going to push hard, of course.
Andrew Holdo getting right up there in the...
Oh, unluckily the Manticores were subbing. Cass managed to dodge an excellent dodge. Her partner wasn't able to get in.
Oh, damn!
Here comes the drive.
Though.
And this is going to be the game a little bit. Those big pushes
So
from the
it's now
Chasers.
50-30 to the Muggles.
Great play, Cass!
Muggles retaining that bludger control that is so important in this part of the game though. All three bludgers, it looks like it might just come down to QUAFL play here.
Call immunity, Cass. There she goes, immunity.
I'm not sure. I think that might have been a snitch catch by Cassie Metcalf accidentally as the beater. QUAFL play continuing though.
Oh, and a reset with a kick. We don't see them very
No,
often.
you don't.
I love it.
Nathan Morton though getting the QUAFL back. Up the field it goes.
And he catches. Oh, and he pulls it back out of his hands. Cass Mancourse though.
Cassie has basically just turned that beater play around on the snitch.
Bergowitz being sent back to hoops.
Oh, for a shorts pull there.
Manticore's now in control of the bludgers.
Yeah.
Gyofku coming on now. Gyofku and Hannah Jackson.
Yeah.
Deflection from Gyofku. He's going to press Cass.
Yeah.
He presses the snitch.
Beat on Emmanuel there. Beat on Zach. Again, Cassie Mencross just a missed beat Oh, Muggles there with the QUAFL up
Meanwhile-
around Mantis hoops.
Oh, big behind contact, I think, but I'm not a ref.
Just,
Oh, and that's a wild bit of contact.
Just Cooper!
They're rolling over each other.
Just Cooper is not letting them get that QUAFL off her.
And looks like Cal Mailing is just going to pick both of them
And
up.
as all of the beater play is around the snitch, having to wait for Cal Mailing to grab it. Oh, snitch being down. Bloody control back with Muggles.
And Manticores score.
It's very hard not to just watch the snitch play here.
Yeah. 50 all now. Beautiful beat there from Hogan.
Beat there from Ant Hogan.
Beautiful shot. Winning bludger control. Dominating the battlefield.
Oh,
Tim Lee now coming on for Seeker.
excellent beat there from Ant Hogan. Morton running up the field.
Give yourself a
I
rest.
think this game
And
has
it's the
just
dunk.
turned around.
Tim Lee.
Very much in the Manticores' favour.
Tim Lee getting very close to Seeker. Both Tim and Dama are martial artists. I'm very excited to see if their styles can match well together. Everyone stopped playing because the snitch stopped playing.
Muggles are wanting to play a very slow game, making sure that.
Manticores hold bludger control, but have lost the center of the field.
Oh, the dodge there. Dodge there again.
Oh, and he's close.
Oh, the
Hogan with the
beat
beat.
out. Dan Ling running through. Oh, that's right, it's Ed Benet.
Oh, he's down.
Tackle from Cal Mailing.
And Jess Goose makes the drive.
Oh, but intercept there from Emily Mary. All right, Cal Mailing driving up the field.
Berkowitz on again.
Trips over his own feet.
Berkowitz on again for Seeking. He's pushing extremely hard.
Watch out behind you,
We have a brooms down call here. So that was
A moment of calm.
such intense game that's just happened there for maybe the last 2 minutes.
Yeah, such a prolonged intensity. Incredible.
Like it was 40, 30, and now it is to Muggles, and now it is 70-50 to the Manticores.
Incredible effort from the players here to keep going under this
Yeah.
kind of intensity. You know, you just know that their mouths will be full of dust. They'll be panting and heaving. These beaters going wild. It's hard to find a good opportunity to get off the pitch when you need a sub, of course.
Yeah, it's very hard as well to try and track the camera as well. So many
Yes.
things going on. Apologies if you can't see all the action that's happening. Oh, the yellow card there.
To Ed
Ed
Benet.
Benet for neck-high contacts.
That's big.
I believe that would have been the trip from Callum, where he stepped up, and then the initial contact from Ed has hit Cal's neck. So, as there was a goal though.
Goal, who's back on the field. Okay.
Okay, so the score remains at 70-50 to the Manticores.
Wow, and like that, we're 70-50, 20 points the difference. Nicola with an excellent beat. And dodges another one. And Manticores have won the center of the field. Ed
Yeah.
really needs to score on this play, but he has no
Really
bludgers.
does.
He doesn't have the center of the field.
Oh,
Appleby with an excellent hit. He's done.
we got a brooms down again. Not sure what the call is. I
And-
will admit I was watching the switch play.
And the spectators are going wild over this.
Yeah, all the beater play basically happening on the central line.
Right.
Okay, so spectator opinion seems to be this could be a yellow card to Callum Mailing for behind contact. If that is a yellow card though, it could be quite unfortunate as I mean Cal will be in the box as his first.
The goal still went.
The goal still went in though, so
Just like what Ed had a second ago.
we'll see what happens here. Goal stance is good. Score is 70-60 to the Manticores.
That was an important goal.
I think Cal Mailing just getting a warning. So bludger control back with the Muggles.
And we're back now. Goal was called good,
Yep.
Looks like he's only given a warning.
Callum Mailing though just
but here's the drive.
sprinting up.
And this is the mailman special.
Oh.
Straight in. Beautiful.
Excellent play there.
Big wide drive and then straight in to
Let's go,
that pass, the chaser on hoops.
Lot of
Michelle Mannering.
Yeah, a lot of support from Muggles here on the sideline.
And he's just coming down the field.
Oh, excellent play there. So the score is now 80 to 70.
Muggles there, basically a mirror
Manticores.
of the Manticore previous play. Now
We got a brooms down being called. I think the snitch shorts need to be replaced. Simon Span miming getting into those shorts there.
He wants to be on. Changing the socks specifically.
Only the pitch manager can. Only the pitch manager.
So a new tag's been put on the shorts. I believe potentially the tag got torn.
I wouldn't be surprised given the level of play here. The intensity.
There's just a random broom in the middle of the field. Yeah, the people. So the referee's just making sure the scoreboards are showing the right score there. All right.
And we're back now. Changing the snitch tag over. It might have been damaged. I
Yeah.
wouldn't be surprised at the level of play here. Oh, Hogan dodging a beat. Appleby deflecting in kind. Tim Lee and Gyofku on both of the snitch. Big martial arts throw on
They're
Gyofku.
mailing, just
And
driving
mailing.
through and scoring. So the score is now 90 to 70. Exactly Fuku though, just being held up by Damo.
Oh, Damo holding the sneaker. And he's putting his feet up.
Putting his knees up so that he can't come down.
Incredible.
Knees did hit the ground though, so.
That was great. I love it. I love the forethought from the snitch. And again, the seeker's captured.
Yeah,
Manticore seeker can't get in through the wall. Timley's open though.
Oh, it gets beat though. Tag falls off. Another goal there from the Manticores though.
There's a tag. The tag flies off. Tim runs in, gets his hand on the back of the shorts, and there's no tag there. And you can see the disappointment in his face.
Yep, Muggles retaining budget control, but unfortunately, they are now actually in overtime range. The score is now 100 to 70.
Ed failing to even it up to stand.
Oh.
Shot. Fitzgerald retains it.
Nathan Morden has subbed on as the seeker for the Manticores. Yeah. We got a brooms down happening now though. We've got talk here from a head ref regarding the QUAFL play around the Manticores hoops. We've got a lot of refs here discussing the beta play around Ant Hogan, I think being beat or not beat. Oh, who's getting, Ed Benet getting a blue card for getting a blue.
But also,
So
Ed's not getting card.
No, it's not Ed
Ben
that's getting
Watson,
card.
Ben Watson.
Ben Watson getting the card. I think a blue for playing on after being beat, and then a yellow in the same play
That's not a card.
for ignoring beat calls.
If you're wondering why Mark Kelly sounds like a horse smoker, it's because he changed commentators for a bit.
Yeah,
Mark Kelly was busy doing some other things.
Yeah, has had to go get some new replacement snitch shorts if needed. And
Muggles
so
mind the
Raj
hoops.
joined
Maddie,
out. Yeah.
Maddie's driving through. She's got a chance. Good
Come
screen by
on,
Ed.
Maddie. Oh.
Needs to pass the ball off.
Maddie just
Still going.
continuing
Still
on.
going.
Oh,
Passing the ball off to Maddie. Oh, great block. Still in play.
Excellent
And
defensive play there
clean
from
up
the
there by
Manticores.
Manticores. Nathan Morden sneakily on if you haven't noticed yet.
Yes, definitely knows that Nathan Morton's decided to come on as a seeker.
And Mark Kelly's back. I'll let him take the field.
Yeah.
And I will go back to shit talking to Sims.
Pull up
Big
the
shorts
shorts
grab.
there from Nathan Morton. Manticores getting budget control back though. Oh, calling immunity though in the right time, and that is a goal to Manticores there. So they are now out of range, so we're going to have to get some defensive seeker play there.
Wow. Apologies, I was away. I was getting new snitch shots. Morton on here.
What are you doing, Morton? Catch it! Catch it!
I'm getting Morton defense.
Oh, wait,
So QUAFL play advancing up with the Muggles. Oh, nice deflect.
He comes
there
down. Oh, a big tackle. He drags Malin and he scores.
It does score, but it being called no good. I think the call will be beat before. Oh!
And CB.
It's going! The goal is good!
Incredible there from CB. Matty Coleman Brock.
Excellent play there.
I think I just saw a broom break. Did that broom break, Sam? No, no, alright.
Oh, we got a Broomstown. So, Broomstown is being discussing QUAFL play again.
We're going to change the snitch
Broomstown to
shorts.
replace the actual snitch shorts.
Santos snitch shorts, let's go! Hey, hey! There's no Sandals over here to join me.
No, so
I'm waiting for this to get confirmed. Yeah, I'm waiting to see if it is a goal. The broom's down his chest.
yeah, no, yeah. So the score is now 110 to 80. The goal being called good.
Sweet. Thanks, Brandon.
I
Appreciate
think.
the
We've got first aid being called over though.
Coleman Brock.
On Matty Coleman Brock. Such excellent play from her there.
I'm waiting for the ref. Like, yes. I'm waiting
What an incredible play that was. Ed Vanette dragging, absolutely dragging Mailing.
It looks like he almost got beat twice there, and you see from the course of the refs, he dodged both. Got it off, got a pass off, and then seemed to just Matty Coleman Brock from the hard boundary at the back, just running through.
Driving through players. Scoring on the farthest hoop from her, of course, but that was
Yeah, and then Ed Vanetta just there to clean up if needed.
Catch the ball and drop it.
Yeah, so
Since a second ago now, high-fiving Emmanuel Berkowitz and then turning it into an elbow strike and then a head to the knee, clashing. Demo is quite well known for being an MMA fighter. And you can see that at work in his snitch style.
So, brooms up being called. We've had an injury salve
we're
from
on.
Matty Coleman Brock.
Goal was called good.
Yep, Callum Mailing on again, just trying to drive Dean Rodhouse. Oh! Budget turnover there to the Muggles, but a goal scored there by the Manticores. It is now 120 to 80. Yeah, there we go. Muggles defensively seeking until they can get another goal.
Damo not taking any of that defensive seeking. You got to work for it if you want to defensively seek. And we can.
Damo, yeah, does
and we
not
can
enjoy
see-
having people defensively seek.
We can see that defensive seeker pulling his broom up so it can't be grabbed by Damo.
Yeah,
Because he knows
holding his
Damo will
broom
dismount him.
real far forward and just dismounting him.
Beautiful bit of
Gets dismounted anyway. Alright, Ed Veneto with the QUAFL advancing on the Mantis hoops.
Doesn't see an opening.
Doesn't see the opening though, yeah. The beat is staying back a little bit to make sure that the seeker just cannot get through.
He's caught up, he gets beat.
Oh!
And here comes the drive.
Oh!
And this is dangerous.
The
Cal's taking
beaters
it
though,
slowly.
they're trusting their defensive seeker. Oh, Nick Allen on now,
and he
though,
gets
is
beat
the
out.
beater.
Time, go!
One-on-one time for the snitch. Meanwhile, Mailing's looking downfield. The snitch here toying with the seeker. Screwing with his head.
Trying to
I shouldn't
do
say toying.
everything he can.
Not toying.
Slow game.
He's screwing with his head. Oh, and a beautiful...
No
goal. No goal. No goal call.
No
No goal
goal.
call. Very lucky for the Manticores. Oh, and he gets the bear hug.
Bear hug there from Damien Osborne. Just not letting Emmanuel get in there. And a long shot there.
Beautiful. And back in
And the
range.
Muggle seeker just going for it now.
Ronnie going hard.
Not just being like, if it goes into overtime, it goes into overtime. Oh,
Nicola
getting
taking him
beat
out.
out by Nicola.
Tim lead on now. Oh, and he's got the snitch. He's got the snitch. The martial arts gets it in the end.
That looked very clean.
And Damo clearly looks like he thinks that was legal.
That looked very, very clean.
That looked clean to me.
Tim Lee. Oh, excellent
Touched
catch
no part of
there.
the snitch. Nicola crying now.
Well, if this is called clean, this is the
This is the
Manticore victory,
Manticore
and it is back-to-back
Back-to-back.
QUAFL victories.
Wow.
Damo not looking happy.
Refs having a big old discussion.
Yeah, every ref getting in there. The Manticores are, well, as we call them, the Willowcores, Mentor Willows, they are lining up.
We can see one of the ARs, Harry Jones, having a lot to say, so that it doesn't look like the standard. Did they do anything wrong?
No, I think
They're actually having a conversation.
Harry, who's a very experienced head ref, would always want to be making sure that the right calls are being made. So obviously, every ref in here in the chat, in that group is, most of them are experienced head refs. So they're going to want to make sure the right things are being called. Now, Nat, the head ref, talking to Nicola there and the other refs. All right, what have we got? Oh, we have a yellow card.
Wow. A blue card
Blue card to
for playing on after beat. And that nullifies the snitch catch.
Nullifies the snitch catch. They're going to have to do it.
And Osborne.
Over again.
And the snitch Osborne is bending down to eye out the sticker.
So obviously that explains the very high intense conversation from all the refs.
Do it again. Easy. No problem.
That's so unfortunate there.
Oh, it hurts because that was a great catch from Tim.
Yeah, and it seems to always only happen in QUAFL matches where it's like those clutch games and suddenly a blue card for playing on after being beat or a yellow card, and it's always to a beater as well that negates the catch.
And he's
Oh, and Emily's been blood binned. So, Nathan Morton is back on as the seeker for the Manticores.
Oh, I wanted Tim to catch it.
Okay,
I wanted Tim to have his
so
second go.
I think they've sorted out it all here. So Hannah Jackson is beat. Catch is no good. QUAFL is with the Muggles.
It's still a bad situation for the Muggles though.
Yeah. Sam Crouch is getting a beat and Nathan Morton though.
And he suddenly turns around. Now it's a very good situation.
Good defense there by the Manties, but obviously if the Manties can get another quick goal up, it's out of range again. Yeah, Nicola choosing to beat the Seeker.
Correct. Wise choice.
The wisest choice in this case, I think, is going to be beating the Seekers.
Muggles now coming back into the QUAFL game.
Oh, QUAFL game there.
It looks like Maddie's going to clean it up.
Good intercepts there.
Beautiful intercept there from Maddie. From Maddie Fitzgerald, rather.
Yeah, all of the Maddies from Victoria.
There's too many of them.
So many of them.
Dan Lean taking his time. He knows that if he gives the ball over, he risks losing a goal.
Muggles choosing, I think, to just go into overtime. I think Muggles want this to go into overtime.
They do. Obviously, Dan can score. He goes for it. He doesn't succeed.
No.
That hurts. That's unlucky.
Oh, good long beat there from Nathan Morton there alone with Damo. No bludgers. The Muggles deciding that bludgers with the QUAFL is more important here.
Yeah, I think that's the correct choice from the Muggles. Excellent beat from Sam. Maintaining bludger control, because bludger control is the last thing that Manticores need to seal this.
Sam Kilpatrick sprinting into Nathan Morton.
On the seeker, Nate, on the seeker.
And a wild play, but it's a goal.
It's a goal. And the catch here will result in a win to Muggles.
And that was a beat on Andre, but it was missed. Maybe it was not a beat.
Yeah, not a beat.
Very close, very close, very close.
Yeah,
and
getting set back to her for a short grab.
And all the beaters have dispersed.
Yeah, Sam Kilpatrick again deciding to go back to QUAFL.
Oh, beautiful beat from Sam. Getting a good turnover. All the seekers are gone.
Bludger control's gone back to the Manticores. Good defense there from Mantis. They end up with the QUAFL again. It is 120 to 20. Missed beat there from Nick Allen. There are no bludgers on the seekers. It is just going to come down to what happens here.
Wow, incredible.
Wow.
Incredible, over the back.
so exciting.
And that looked pretty clean to me.
Over the back, looked clean. Luke Derrick, Jeff Talbot going straight into talk.
Wow.
He's got, so Muggles have caught the snitch. Again, not sure if clean. Refs have all gone into huddle. Looks very intense there.
Wow.
Again,
Really incredible. This will be
it
heartbreaking
looks like
for the
Harry
Manticores.
Jones and Jeff Talbot are the main ones providing input for this ref talk. I think they're just wanting to make sure if it's clean or not.
Interesting. They seem like they have a lot to talk about.
They do.
They're gesturing around.
Yeah, and Jeff Talbot is the snitch ref. They're having the most
yes.
to say, which is the crowd. This is the snitch couch. The snitch ref should have the most to say. Again, we'll see what happens.
Oh,
Nicola
you can
approaching.
You can see the Muggles there with bated breath.
Yeah, again, exactly like how the Manticores were just a couple minutes ago.
Exactly. Yes.
This is okay. Let's
And
see
they're
what we have.
dispersing, they're dispersing.
There are no cards being raised. We have a clean
And there's a clean catch.
The Muggles cheering. The Mudbash joining them on the field.
And the Mud's coming in.
We have a clean
Monash-
catch to the Muggles.
Monash Muggles.
Final score 130 to 120.
Wow.
And all of this huddle happening behind a very devastated looking Damien Osborne. Brandon Frison, who haven't
Stoic.
been unable to play this weekend, getting in there to hug him. Everyone there just going to hug Damo, looking devastated.
Damo's not happy unless he never gets caught. Not happy unless it's a 40-minute game. No, excellent work there from Damien Osborne. And what a fantastic game from both teams. Really astonishingly good.
Yeah. A lot of the spectators subsiding now. They're all heading off. But that is such a good game there from both teams. Neither
Really?
team let up. It was also very clean.
It was a very clean game. I was very
Not
pleased.
very few, not very many cards.
Yeah,
And
not
the
much
cards-
contention.
Not much contention with those cards either. Very clear sort of, yep, we did the wrong thing. Especially having kind of sort of even amount of cards for both sides. It wasn't
Yeah.
very clear where like there was one team just getting lots of cards. So very evenly matched game. Easy to show that like these are two of the top teams in Victoria.
And you know what this means? Mudbash, Vic Cup, and now QUAFL. Muggles have made the golden three. They're taking out first, made the trifecta. Incredible. All three wins.
What, midwinters are playing the other?
For the trifecta for New South Wales, it would be NQL midwinter and then QUAFL.
Victorian
Unfortunately,
trifecta.
the Victorian trifecta, but the QUAFL, the New South Wales trifecta
Not a
being
trifecta plus one though.
no, the trifecta for New South Wales being that the Serpents came very, very close. They won midwinter, won NQL. Unfortunately, getting beaten out by the Muggles.
The Muggles are the eventual overall winners. Well, thank you very much. I've been Mark.
I've been Kat.
Thank you for joining us. And this has been the QUAFL 2019 Grand Final. Thank you very much.